Welcome to Mint. I am Asit Ranjan Misra. In today's edition of From the Newsroom, we are joined by Surbhi Agrawal. Welcome to the show, Surbhi. We are here to discuss the latest developments in allowing FDI in single brand retail. So Surbhi, tell us, the IKEA proposal with the DIPP has been pending for some time. It wants to come to India, but there are some problems and it has some concerns. Is there any developments on that front?
Right. So, as everybody knows, Asit, IKEA applied for FDI, 100% FDI in single brand retail a couple of months back. The main sticking point for IKEA is a 30% local sourcing norm, according to which the company has to source from small and medium enterprises in the company, and that has to be 30%. And so the company has been asking the government to give it a time frame of some 10 years to comply with the policy, but ministries like MSME want the compliance to start from day one. So we are hearing from DIPP that discussions between the two parties are going on, and there could be some compromise which could be worked out on this front. Maybe 10 years could be reduced to 5 years or 3 years. Nobody knows for now. But the good point here is that once the time period is decided, then DIPP would not require a fresh cabinet note to finalize this time period for implementing the 30% norm, because when the policy was approved by the cabinet, the time period was not specified,
Right.
because of which if they change it tomorrow, they would not require a fresh cabinet note. So which means that maybe IKEA's proposal could get approved faster than than what it would have taken if cabinet note would have required. And it also means that if the government softens its stance, then maybe other investors could also be attracted to invest in the country.
Right. There is also another problem of the investing company owning the brand itself. In the case of IKEA, that is not the case, in fact.
Right.
So is there any development on that front also?
Right. So that's another major clause which is sort of problematic, if I could call it that. There's a company called Pavers England, which was the first company to apply for 100% FDI, and it had a problem with this clause because most of the companies are modeled in a fashion where their brand or IP is held by one company and their operations are run by another company.
Right.
But as reported by Mint some time back, Pavers has shifted its brand to comply with these norms, but other companies like Zara, which wants to bring it other brands, may not be able to comply or may not be able to do this kind of brand shift, if I could call it that, because these are very, very complex deal structures. So again, we are hearing from DIPP that maybe there could be a change in terms of policy. This clause could be amended or dropped, because these are global business models, and companies will not change them completely just to enter India, and the response to the policy has been fairly lackluster, which shows that how draconian these two clauses are proving to be.
Right. Still, there are some movements happening on the single brand front.
Right.
What's happening in the multi-brand front?
Right.
The cabinet had approved the policy, but it has not been notified.
Yeah.
So what's the latest on that?
So multi-brand all depends on the government, and if it is able to convince its allies to support it. We are hearing that something or the other is being, some kind of conversations are happening at this time, and there's a buzz in the market that over the next 1 or 2 weeks, September 15th is supposed to be the D-date by D-Day, when a decision on multi-brand retail is expected to be announced. As everybody knows, it's a marquee decision which will not just increase investor confidence in the country, but show that the government is really serious about reforms.
So it seems there are some developments happening in the single brand front, and there is still hope alive for multi-brand. Thanks for those insights, Surbhi. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.